I am here with the Bellator interim bantamweight champion fighting in the main event of Bellator 295 against Patchy Mix. I'm here with the champ, Raufeon Stots. Man, how's it going, man? How are you doing?
Doing good, man. Couldn't complain.
Man, let's jump right into it, man. I need to know about your last fight with Sabatello. There was so much back and forth between you two for months. The hype was unreal for the fight, man. So going into that fight, where was your mindset at? Like, I know there was a lot of talk, but where was your mind at?
My mind was like, man, let's find out, man. You've been talking a lot of shit. Let's find out. Time to find out. Even before the fight, I could see like he was like, or it felt like he was nervous. It looked like he was nervous because he wasn't really talking, and in the beginning, I was like, what's up, bro? You nervous? You ready? Like, let's go. Because like I said, I enjoy the talking shit because it brings more kind of bragging rights after the fight. Like now, like you don't want to really say nothing. You got the ass, you know what I mean? So so people don't really want to talk, but I'm like, it just builds more motivation for me. Like I can't get beat because it's still gonna be talking behind, you know what I'm saying? I gotta live with that,
So the fight was the fight. We went all 5 rounds. After a fight like that, when you go to the judges' scorecards and you go to the middle of and go to the middle of the cage, did you feel like you had won? Were you confident that you were the one that was going to get his hand raised?
Cool. So I was confident I had won until that first scorecard came out. 50. What is it? 50. Whatever it is.
50-45 for
45. When that scorecard came out, I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, what? Am I tripping? Like, am I fighting? Like, what's going on? So after that, my head was like shook. I was like, bro, is this a conspiracy? Is this like, did somebody set this up? Like, what is going on? What is he watching the same thing? I was just like, I was confused, So after that, I was a bit nervous because I'm like, if he saw it fucking 50-45, like, bro, that I'm lost. You know what I mean? I'm lost. So after that, I was before the scorecards were read, I was like, yeah, I got this one,
Right.
But after that 50-45, which was just an outrageous. I watched the fight back. That's an outrageous scorecard. And I'm pissed that now, I got a split decision with this guy when I beat him, majority of the fight. So, and the only thing he could do was hug me, until his arms gave out. If this was a wrestling match, he could have won, But that was crazy. But yeah, so I was confident before, but during the reading, I was nervous.
You did get your hand raised, and now you move on to the finale, you move on to the finals. $1 million at stake, interim title at stake. You go on up against Patchy Mix. Now, what do you think about him as an opponent and the matchup itself?
Yeah, so I respect Patchy Mix's skill set a lot more. I think him and me match up like pretty well. I think I'm the best opposition he has faced. I would say he's probably top 2 opposition that I face. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's say he's the best. He's the best Patchy that shows up. He'll be the best opposition that I face. I feel like that I have been ready for this challenge for a long time. I've been preparing with nothing but challenges. I've had a tough run to get here, a tough, run even before the tournament. So I'm more than ready for this challenge, and I can't wait for the challenge. And I think I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. To be honest with you, So with Sabatello, the fight before, something that I didn't do was I didn't bring anybody in, that was a wrestler. I didn't have like one wrestler during my camp. Mm-hmm. So I just went in the fight and like, I'll figure it out. He ain't that dangerous, you know what I mean? I'll figure him out. And in hindsight, I should have done that. I should have been more prepared, But this camp, I'm super prepared. I brought in guys who are specialized in the things that he is good at. So I'm super prepared and I'm super ready. I can't wait, to show my readiness and my preparedness and the skills that I've picked up during this camp. So it's exciting.
So I talked to Patchy yesterday,
Yeah.
and he feels like he's got a lot of advantages. I think he feels like wherever this fight goes, he's comfortable. He feels like he's got the advantage. So I want to ask you a similar question to what I asked him. Where do you feel like you are better? Where do you see yourself having the advantages?
Okay, the difference between him and me is like there's proof of me being better. So you say, okay, you gonna say you better than me standing? Like, what the fuck you have? You got pieced up by James Gallagher, bro. You got pieced up. Like, shut your ass up. The other thing is, okay, you say what? You better than me wrestling? You better than me dictating where the fight goes? Who hell you never just took down, at will? Like, you ain't never done that. Where you would, I'll give you where you got the advantage is grappling. So you have shown that you are a better grappler or submission artist, I should say. You're better at getting the submission. But when you find opposition in the submission threats, when people like know what they're doing and know how to defend against the submissions, it's pretty rough go for you. You know what I mean? I would say that I'm better in those areas. I'm better striking. I'm better dictating where the fight goes. I got better cardio. I would say he's long, but I use my length better. I would give him the advantages if he gets to my back or if he gets to a guillotine. That's why I give him the advantages. I don't necessarily think he's a better grappler. I feel like he's good at getting to those positions and finishing from those positions. But and that's how I feel, and that's how I want him to feel. Feel like you better than me everywhere, bro. Feel like you, because we gonna find out. We gonna find the fuck out. That's what we gonna do.
Now, both of you have fought Juan Archuleta.
Mm-hmm.
He lost to him. Mm-hmm. You knocked him out. Mm-hmm. So is there anything that you can take from that fight going into this fight, or is this just a completely different fight?
Okay, so I got to take that fight with a grain of salt, but there's a lot of things I can take from that fight, that was the one point where I felt like, he challenged you in the grappling and you didn't have a lot of answers. But I also have to take into effect that you have gotten better and you have learned from that, you've gotten better with your training habits. You've gotten better with your maybe lifestyle, and you got a girlfriend now, you know what I'm saying? You may be making better decisions. So so I think he's better, but there's definitely holes in his games, as well as like a lot of the other fights, that I've seen, that I do the things that he kind of having problems with. Well, so yeah, we're gonna see, man, because maybe he got better. But the thing with me is like, it's cool, like, okay, and that's kind of how my martial arts mind works. Like, I'm taking the path of least resistance majority of the time. Okay, so if I get good at, or if he get good at stopping my left straight, you know what I mean? He's good at stopping my left straight. I know the cons and the pros of why I'm throwing, what I'm throwing, why I'm doing what I'm doing, why I'm taking you down the way I'm taking you down. So it's like it doesn't, like, I have so many tools that I can mix and match, and I can do what I should do, in the moment, So, and that's why I feel like I have a edge over a lot of these guys. I'm not just a robot in there freaking doing what my coach says, I'm an intelligent martial artist, and I'm making the adjustments that I need to make, depending on, as long as I'm present in the moment, depending on what you're doing, depending on what the circumstances of the fight is.
So, of course, plan is to win on the 22nd. You get your hand raised, you win $1 million. What's something that you plan to do with that money?
Yeah, so one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the strip club and I'm going to turn up. You know what I'm saying? No, I am going to do that with my wife. I know I keep messing with her. I'm like, hey, man, we're going to go to the strip club. We just got to do it. You know what I'm saying? We've never been together. We got to do it. You know what I mean? And she's like, I know. I don't want to. Like, we got to do it. Listen. But the other thing I want to do is I want to, there's a plot of land that my family owns. and it's got like a shack on it, and I want to like build a nice house there for like family dinners and Christmases and Easters and stuff like that. But that's the main big thing that I want to do. Besides that, you know, I just all my family, you know, I want to kind of help everybody and put everybody in a better spot. You know, whether it be with knowledge or like a head start, you know, or you know, to help them out, you know. So that's what I want to do.
Love it, man. Love it. So what will win in this tournament with 8 of the best bantamweights in the world? What will winning this tournament mean for you?
It's just another what do you call it? Solidification. Another thing that says that I'm the best in the world. You know, I believe I'm the best in the world. It's just another kind of trophy to recognize or support the fact that I'm the best in the world. You know, there's a lot of, you know, there was a lot of killers in this tournament, and if I come out on top, or when I come out on top, you know, that's all it's gonna do. It's just gonna solidify that I'm the best in the world.
So even though you'll have the interim title if you win this tournament, you got Pitbull and you got Pettis that was announced.
Yeah.
So I wonder, you say you win this tournament, you feel like you're the best in the world, but should the entire world believe that Raufeon Stots, should you win on the 22nd, should be the best bantamweight in the world, or do you have to wait for Pettis and Pitbull and the winner of that, or you're already going to feel like you're the best? Like, how do you feel about it?
So how I feel about it is, I don't care what the world, like when I say I'm the best in the world, it's not for everybody else. It's like, this what I truly believe in my heart. I feel like I was the best in the world long before I had the interim belt, you know. I feel like I'm the best in the world because of my work ethic, because of my skill set, because of how I fight, how I perform. I feel like I'm the best in the world, you know. So I think with the results, you know, everybody is starting to catch up. Before I fought Magomedov and beat him, you know, everybody was like, "Oh, who is this kid?" Or he says he's better than Magomed. He said he's gonna outstrike Magomed, who beat Peter Yan. He's this, you know, Dagestani. He's a Dagestani powerhouse. But like I believe in my heart that I'm better. I believe in my heart that I'm better and the best in the world. So like it don't really matter what the outside world thinks, because they gotta catch up. They still ain't caught up. They gotta catch up to what's going on, you know. So yeah, I don't feel like, for me, it don't matter who wins that between Sergio. I feel like that's a banger fight, bro. That's a killer fight. And they're two fucking goats, you know what I mean? So but as far as me, I know what I know and I know what I feel. I feel like I'm the best in the world.
All right, man. So how do you get the job done on April 22nd?
I'm gonna punch Patchy Mix in his gap until the ref pulls me off of him, bro. That's my game plan. My game plan is to hit him until he can't stop getting hit. You know, yeah, that's yeah. Also, you know, I can out grapple him if I want, but I really want to, you know, I just really want to put fists to him. You know, I want to put hands, feet, knees. I want to hurt him. You know, so that's kind of what I want to do.
All right, man. There's nothing else to be said. April 22nd, Bellator 295, Raufeon Stots versus Patchy Mix, the finals of the bantamweight Bellator Grand Prix. Good luck, my brother. Can't wait for it, man.
Let's go, man. I appreciate it. Thanks, bro.